Hello ladies and welcome to my video. On today's episode, I am going to be telling you guys how and why I wanted to get into this journey of getting myself together, putting myself together. And what I mean about that is, well, I'm a mom of two. I work, I have my own company as well. And there was a time where I would look at these other moms and it seemed like they had their stuff together. Like they are always dressed up. They're always with their hair done. They're always with their makeup done. And I thought to myself, like, why can't I be like them? Or what's stopping me from being like them? And so I decided to change myself to start a little bit at a time, little steps at a time to get there. I didn't want to do nothing drastic just because I wanted to be able to keep up and I wanted to be able to basically make it my new. Like basically be able to do this all the time from here on out. So what I started with was with my skincare. So I basically started taking care of my skin a little bit better, which means not just washing my face, but also exfoliating, and doing masks, and just using products for my skin, for wrinkles and stuff like that. I started learning, I started getting on here on YouTube, started getting on here and doing research, for myself, and um, getting into a routine that was good for me, because not everybody's routine is suitable for everybody. We all have a routine that we follow. And I started with the easy way. So I started with just cleansing. Started with just cleansing, and then I started with the masks because I've had products for skincare. I just didn't bother to use them. So what I started doing was using my products. I started using my skincare products because I use them every once in a while, and that doesn't really work, right? So what I started doing was I'm gonna fold my clothes while I get there, right? So what I started doing was, following up with my skincare. There's still days that I don't want to do it. Like I'm beat. I come home from work. I take care of my boys. I cook. I clean. And so I was beat. I was very beat. I don't want to do it, right? But I had to push through. So hopefully you can join on this journey to how, or not how, because I haven't achieved it yet, but hopefully we can do it together and we can learn together and educate ourselves and um, get there. Because I know I'm not the only one that wants to be that mom, that is always made up, hair put together, outfit put together, makeup always on, like I'm not always on PJs or on a robe, so I know I'm not the only one. And so, continuing, um, so besides my skincare, I have to push through. It's always in the back of my head that I don't want to do it. I'm tired. I don't want to do this. There's times where I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just don't want to. I don't want to be there and wash my face or use all these products, right? But I push through because I want to get there, and the fact that if you want to get there as well, we have to push through those thoughts, those negative thoughts that we're just like, no, I don't want to, because we'll get there. We will get there. One day we're gonna wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and we're gonna be in bed by 9, and everything is gonna be achievable. We're gonna be stress free. We're gonna be that mom. We're gonna be gorgeous. We're gonna be fit. We're gonna be put together. Not today, but we'll get there. So, I also started not being like, I don't think you would call it lazy, but I'd say like taking breaks, because there'd be times that I'm just like, well, I want to take a break because all I do is clean, all I do is cook, all I do is this, blah 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 blah. And I still have those days. I still have those days where I just don't want to do anything. I want to sit down and watch a Netflix series, or I just want to Netflix and chill and do nothing because I'm exhausted, because all I do is be a mom and a wife and hardly have time for myself. But that's because of me, right? That's because I don't put my time together. I I don't schedule my time to actually actually set time for myself. So, I push through. There's days I can't push through, and I just, like this past week, I've been sick. I have not pushed through. Okay, I'm not going to. I am sick. I am beat. I don't want to do anything. My son was sick. I Netflix and chill. Okay, and drink some tea and some coffee. And so, if we push through that we have to cook, that we have to clean, then we can push through to the fact that we have to do our hair. We have to, even if it's just picking it up, pick it up. Put some bobby pins in there, pick it up. I used to not care. I really didn't care. I'd be on my PJs all day long. And I know this is going to be a long video, but I know we can all get something out of it, right? We can all learn together. But anyways, I used to be on my PJs all day long, and not even on my PJs. I just what I used to go to sleep on, I would stay like that all day long, and then I would jump in the shower and then get ready for bed, and then that outfit that I went to bed with, or the shorts and the t-shirt, I woke up the next day and that's what I wore all day. And so one day I was just tired of it. I said, you know what? I want to be put together. I want to look nice. I want to look like I have, things sorted out, time managed. I don't want to look like I haven't bathed in days, even though I have. Depressed, I'd like to say. I don't want to look depressed. So, what I do now is I push through. There is days that I don't want to do anything. Like I've said, we're just so tired, right? We don't want to do anything. Sometimes it is sad. Sometimes being a mom, or being a stay-at-home mom, or just it's hard work. Being a stay-at-home mom. If you're not a stay-at-home mom, maybe being a mom at home and then having to go to work and balancing those two is just exhausting. It's very exhausting. Sometimes we're not mentally capable of like balancing that, and we just think that it's too much. And my 3-year-old needs me, so I'm gonna have to pause this for a second. And so I'm not gonna try to make this video any longer because I am needed. And so my point here is, yeah, we have long days. We have those days that we don't want to, but please do push through, because we will get there. Now I work out 10-15 minutes every day. It's not much, but it's something, and I feel like I've gotten myself somewhere, because I used to not work out. I would work out for like a week, and then I'd be like, well, I don't have time for that. But now I make time for it. So I will see you on the next one, and hopefully we go on this journey and we achieve to be that mom, to be put together and to be together. And yeah, keep watching. So